Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Darkest Dungeon, where today we're going to be continuing about where we left off last time, where I stupidly took both of my healers out to the dungeon, and while we won, the price we paid was a significant stress for both of them. So hopefully our priestess, our Vestal, can actually hit herself back into feeling okay. And then let's look at Digby as well, or yeah, Digby. He's faithless, so he won't pray or flagellate, which means we're just going to have to get him to drink over here. So that is the stress relief that we need. Apparently the brothel is just being taken by this guy, so Avery, looks like you're going to be gambling, so we'll see if you gamble away all of our stuff. And look at that, all of our winnings are melting very quickly into the abyss. So Koval, you are not super stressed out. Dismas could be a little more stressed out here. So I think this is the team we're going to be going with. Now there is the blacksmith potentially available, but I don't have a ton of stuff yet. I do have deeds and ability to actually get this stuff fixed in here. Same with the guilds. I do have portraits and everything. Let's check and make sure the different materials I need. Yeah, we need deeds for a lot of these upgrades. It's one of the most important things you can do. But what we're going to play with today is the stagecoach, because we upped ourselves to 12 people specifically so that if we have to run some people into their death, that's what we do. So we got 3 new people from the looks of it. We have Clairvoyant, which, by the way, if you want your name in here, feel free to leave it in the comments, who has Lunge, which is a move forward of 2, but only from the back 2 rows. Third Dagger and Toxic Trickery, so this is pretty much going to be Third Dagger, Poison Dart, stay in the back. Lunge is pretty much never going to be used. You have Zealous Accusation, Smite, Holy Lance, which is actually pretty interesting of an ability, and Inspiring Cry. And then we have one more person who for some reason I threw down here, Chauncey. Chauncey, our Beastmaster with Egomania, who can Hound Rush from the back, Guard Dog, Lick Wounds, and Blackjack. So not the most exciting slate of abilities, especially with well, I mean it's probably the standard abilities here, but we're gonna put a new team out there. This is gonna be a mission where we just kind of run into here and hope we can get an easy mission and try and get some stuff out of it. Now I have been doing some longer episodes to start with. I'm gonna try and do 1 mission per episode unless it's a really short one where I have to run away right away. But I think we'll take Reynold as our frontline guy, perhaps. And Chauncey, you can be point 2. Now, I do want to take some other people here, like Clumsy. He could be pretty good point 3 because he can collect the bounty and flashbang and all that from over here. And you have absolutely no stress. And that's going to be a little bit of crowd control. So who can we have at point 4 since we don't have any of our healers? Probably going to be Cole Custard, at least because he has Battlefield Medicine. It could be Quivermont. I mean, it's relatively new, so let's see. What's the benefit here? We have Toxic Trickery, which helps herself. Thrown Dagger, which is a very strong ability. This is all short missions. Carl Custard, he can actually Incision, but that's only from the 3rd row. Otherwise, he's Plague Grenading or Battlefield Menacing. So she's probably better from the back line. So sorry, Carl Custer, you're getting benched for now, but Clumsy Mind, we'll see if you can possibly make it in there. And Yumaz the Jester, you'll probably make a run next time here. Actually, he's a pretty good 3rd position guy. 3rd or 2nd position. Between Harvest and Slice Off, those are all pretty solid. The party buff seems to be a lot better, but I think this is a reasonable team to take, and I'm gonna wait on spending anything on Dismas. I think he can handle that. Let's Provise. We do get Doggy Treat because we have a Beastmaster and they like doggies. Alright, we'll take some of these and let's go ahead. We have 7,000 monies. Let's not squander it. So exploring 90% of rooms is going to be a little tough given this here, but we are going to start by turning out the lights because that's what we want to do. That's the whole point of this run, and right away we have a good fight, and we're surprised with our Grave Robber immediately placed in the front, which is not what I wanted. Hopefully this pull is not resisted. Great! Alright, that worked out pretty well. So I can It may be better for me to just move her back and attack from here. So I think that's what we're going to do. His abilities, Guard Dog, 15 self-dodge, Lick Wounds, self-heal, Blackjack, which can stun, but I think we're going to just go after backline here while we can. So go Puppy Go, Bleed Resist because it's an Eldritch. Throw Dagger in the backline.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
You're right, confidence does surge, so run for the old gods. 8 crit because its pitch is black. And we don't really have a lot of healing here, so we just gotta hope that we can burst through some of this. But we do have healing. The healing comes from flashbang to the back. That's not terrible. The healing that we have comes from food that we brought or self-healing. So let's see if we can take her out. Good.
Give them no quarter.
And because that was a bleed attack, he doesn't create a corpse. At least I believe that's how it works. That's a lot of damage. We're going to mark you for death. Unfortunately, from the back row, Clumsy, there's not a lot more you can do than that. So you're bleeding, which sucks.
Their formation,
but we did kill, so that's a plus. Oh my god, that's a lot of bleed. I think I'm going to take all that, but I think I'm actually going to bandage her. Because that's a lot of damage. And I'm not expecting to get oops. Alright. I'm not expecting to get through everything here. So we're gonna put you up 1. I never do well with this. I'm sure there's hotkeys for it. Alright. So that was one encounter right there. See the difference between having a healer versus not having a healer. You kinda gotta outgear stuff. I'm gonna skip the Iron Maiden because what good can possibly come of a cage repository? And 90% of rooms, which we get a scout, which is nice. So we have two fights. Okay, let's get a fight. Okay, backpack. Who has our best trap resist? 40%. 40%. Grave Robber's got to be 50%. Alright. So let's hope this isn't terrible. Pack has a map inside. And does it give us everything? It does. Alright, so we can now... If we can make it through 3 battles, we can dodge. That's very useful information to know, but we have to actually make it through these battles without being surprised. So there we go. Not surprised, always a good start. Not going to lunge, going to do throw dagger. That's the better bread and butter ability. Grave Robber can do frontline stuff okay. It just pairs very well with the Jester. Oh wow, it's a tough crit to take. Which is why we take out the Arbalist first, because they have a fairly high crit chance. Low speed. Oh, that sucks. Let's see here. We can collect bounty. We can flashbang. Maybe better to try and go for the control game here. Plus we may shift this guy over. That's actually really good. Bone Defender doesn't do as well, not on the front row. Alright. So we're all a little hurt, but I think... Ooh, okay, Blackjack. Let's see if we can stun you. Actually almost killed him. That's really good. Alright, let's collect bounty. We want to try and kill people as best as possible. That's really unfortunate that we didn't get that extra damage in. Poison darts. Blight damage does actually affect. Let's go over here. Really? Okay. So maybe I'm just confusing why people make corpses or why people don't make corpses, but we've got to get in enough damage in the next round. So you do have your accuracy buff. Please die. Whoa, good crit. You're looking a tad wan, friend. I love the dialogue in this game. Stun? Stun would be great. Yes. Let's see if you can collect your bounty, Clumsy. There you go. So not everyone's almost dead, but we're gonna have to think about how we want to heal here. So maybe I should have spent more money on this. 3, 4, 5. So it's more valuable to heal our tank, which is not a shocker. Stack of books. Lasting effect on the hero. Hopefully a good one. Shocker. I don't know what shocker is. Minus stun resist, which I don't think that's bugged anymore. So that actually does something. Alright. This is going to be a tough fight. There's going to be a lot of damage flying around here. I gotta get some good hits. Almost worth it to take out the Bone Soldier. But the Arbalists are the ones that are by far the most dangerous. Alright, so this is gonna be a lot of damage. So Chauncey can self-heal, so that's a thing. Stun you. There we go. Alright, so like I said, all we gotta do is survive pretty much this fight and another fight. Oh, it sucks. Now we're on Death's Door with Quivermont, who's actually pretty good. Probably best to go... Oh! Swing and a miss. Reynald with the clutch fail. Now let's collect that bounty. Let's not collect the bounty, apparently. Let's do finish him. There we go. And she's dying. Can't do anything about that right now. So let's just see. If we lose one teammate here, it's possible that we go for it here. Oh, Chauncey, you're aching too. There's not a quick kill here, so you gotta self-heal. Oh, he hugs his dog! Oh, that's so good. So all the crits just make this such a nightmare sometimes. There we go, another crit. Death's Door, stress is creeping up, can't hold the balance, and he's stunned. And what do we got? Still gotta hit this guy. Reynald, you're really screwing it up for the rest of the team. Alright. Can we can't finish. We can flashbang the back. We can collect bounty on them. Well, apparently not. I never learned to read, apparently. Okay, no stun resists. Well, that sucks. So every stun is damage prevention. Still probably better that I take him out, but... Oh, so close. Now I just gotta hope that we don't actually lose some of our people to damage here. So like I said, Reynald could have just ended this. Alright. Zealous Accusation, it might be worth it. There we go. Third round. Are you dead? No, still on Death's Door, so that's a stress buff for everybody. Alright. See if we can flashbang you. We're just gonna go total control. There we go. Third dagger. Stun buff. It's a really tough choice here because he has speed 5, speed 0. He's down on speed. Still think it's probably better to take him out of Death's Door. As much as I'd rather get the damage on there. So better to smite here for 9 damage, finally hitting something. And good, we actually have a shot here first. And we're gonna just throw dagger. Alright. So we got, oh good, some food, so that's actually some healing.
Push on to the task's end.
Which means we need to get her off of Death's Door, we need to get him off of Death's Door, and we really needed to save one of those food things for that. Alright, move you back. We have a key. So good, that means it's going to deny the trap. This is a pretty good haul if we have to run. She needs to be in the back row though. Notice that you still get hit in the back row and everything, and there's a trap up ahead, so that could be dangerous. Torch. Maybe something else with it, yes. Books, which we're going to ignore, and there's a floor trap. There's a floor trap. You can tell because of how we scouted. There we go. So like I said, she has a trap rating of 50. So this is an empty room because we got a good scout. And we're going to have at least one more hallway encounter. Please just be spiders or something. Nope. A full pack of undead. That's not really what we want to see. Alright, now I can go for super control here, but let's take out the bone courtier first. he can actually hit everybody. So there we go, denying one attack right away. These guys are squishy if you can hit them. Let's stun. There we go. Got the stun. We've been getting pretty lucky with our stunts so far. And these guys, they can crit pretty good, but a very timely dodge. And that's probably Death's Door for Clumsy Mind. Alright. Well, not a lot we can do about that right now, other than just try and go for the fast kill. Alright. Crit City, come on. You can do it. Let's see. We can't blackjack the back row. We can Hound Rush it. Hope for a crit? Nope. Alright. So quarreling the back line, which is actually very important because that means we might be able to stop the Death's Door there. Alright, you have 2 health, so Mark for Death is not going to work. Can't possibly stun you. Okay, now that means Reynold's attack's not going to do anything. Alright. We'll see if we can keep you up. Oh, he's marked. Okay, well. We'll see if that actually attracts enemies or not. More important to get the kill on you. And then, can we actually get the kill in before he has an attack? And still nothing. Alright. Graveyard Slash. Let's hope that doesn't hit very hard. There we go. 8 is acceptable. We just gotta actually get the kill. There we go! Well, if the map holds out...
Not a victory, nonetheless.
If the map holds out, we're actually going to be able to make it to the end. The problem is that we're going to be hungry.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder,
just a second.
A glint of gold.
So is it better in that case if my team gets hungry to get these guys off of Death's Door? Because they're going to take damage. Okay, now we have another block here. Last time I did this, it didn't give me the shovel option. Use to clear obstacles by hand. There we go. I just misclicked. Okay. So we need to not get a random pop-up encounter. Alright, so we have hunger for everybody. So there we go. That's too bad. Suck it up. Clumsy, I give you some food. I'm expecting the grave robber to be able to survive this. Now I have to explore 90% of the room, so that means I gotta get through 2 more without getting prompted for hunger again. And we're gonna ignore the armoire because everybody's dying now. Is that it? No, 1 more. Alright, so we gotta watch for traps here. We're gonna send the bounty hunter on the trap this time.
Stage for heroism or cowardice.
We lost a grave robber because of hunger. And everyone's going crazy, and of course we have the pop-up, so I can't see how they're going crazy. So Clumsy, you're selfish now. Self above all else. Well, let's put the uh-oh. Are you dead, Chauncey? No, just at Death's Door. Well, this is fun. I was really hoping we wouldn't roll hunger twice, but we win, apparently. Return to the damn Hamlet now so you all can eat a meal.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Okay, so lots of heirlooms, some treasure, some gold. It sucks to lose 1 person, but that's exactly why you send in some of the level 0 people in. Plus now we have some other people with some new traits. Clumsy's going to need to be fixed because he's overstressed. Slow draw for Reynold is not a big deal. Weak grip is kind of a big deal. Okay, well, I have some bad news. So now we have, you can see the question mark next to Poxtor there. We have some people that lived, some people that died. And Clumsy and Chauncey now level 1. Paxicore, or Paydacore, has left on a quest of personal hardship and pain. She recovered 81 stress and is no longer fearful, but she's also gone. So that's not great. Dig me at a night on the town. Aubrey doesn't know when to bet and when to fold. New quirk, bad gambler. And there we go. So we win and we don't lose by winning. So we do have more money than we did before. Hopefully we can pick up a healer somewhere. We have Darcy Maymont. He does have the healing ability, so I think we're going to take Darcy in just because we have to. Now, people will still show up, and you can remove your squad members if it comes to that. But the first thing that I'm going to do here is just make sure that I set up the stress thing here. Like, Clumsy, he's permanently diurnal now, so that's rough. But you're not the best match for a torchless run, I guess, but we're gonna make it work. All right, so he is selfish right now. But he doesn't seem to have anything that'll keep him from going to the bar. Chauncey is just an egomaniac, which is why he has a dog, I guess. So go to the bar. Pretty good. Now Reynald will only do what? He will only pray for stress relief, so at least there's that. Then Chauncey goes down here. And that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. We'll look a little bit next time to see if we have... we don't have the Survivalist yet, and we don't have the Nomad Wagon yet. Those will come into play later on as we get closer to bosses. First things is going to be next time, though. I think we need to start looking at improving our gear. We do have some crest and some deeds. I usually like to start with weaponsmith upgrades, so we'll go there. And pretty much, I'm going to have to go through my people and say who do I really like as people who attack, and start upgrading from there. So definitely people like Dismas could use a weapon upgrade. But that's 750 gold, and as you already see, gold's a little bit at a premium here. I do have some items. In fact, I think I had a few that I didn't equip last time, but you know, that's going to be it for now. This is Asher. This is Darkest Dungeon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, where I'm amazed that I did not get any of my viewers killed yet. Maybe even a little disappointed. But we'll see next time if I can fulfill the mission, because some of you all are going to have to get on your bootstraps and go dungeoning in the Darkest Dungeon. Thanks for watching. Take care.